all right. This is the Deadmanstome podcast. I'm your host, MrDeadman, and this show was broadcast live from a garage deep in the heart of Meth County, Texas. It really is. It's everywhere. It's also it's located somewhere in Satan's taint. It's hot, smoldering hot over here still. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Hollywood Holocaust special episode for you tonight because, well, it's not just because the issue is coming out. Slowly but surely, the Deadmanstome Hollywood Holocaust issue is coming out. We're waiting on the cover. And you know what? It could take as long as it needs to. Damascus Mincemeyer, he does great work. He does fantastic work, okay? So no pressure there. And what are we talking about here? Hollywood Holocaust. This is an anthology, a collection of short stories where celebrities get their due. And rightfully so, right? Rightfully so, because these assholes, these entitled, selfish assholes, they act like they are just glowing with virtue, like radiant of pure progressive righteousness, when in fact, they are dirty and disgusting. They are vipers in a dark pit. They are liars and tricksters. And we've grown tired of their bullshit. We've grown tired of it. Hollywood has been exposed. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Hollywood Holocaust. Just spare no one. I don't care if Ryan Reynolds seems to be a little bit, seems to have more of a brainstem than some of the more progressive ones. I don't care. He's part of it. If he's turning a blind eye to the disgusting shit that's happening, to the sexual assault, to the quid pro quo rape. I mean, some of it's rape, but some of it's kind of hard for me to say it's rape when these women sell their souls, willing to sell their souls. They're willing to sell their souls like a hooker, like an escort. Get on their knees and service the man that will give them the deal of a lifetime. The same deal that you or I may actually do one day if we had the chance. And some of these people, they turn a blind eye to much bigger, darker things, like connoisseurs of cheese pizza, if you know what I mean. Tonight, Oprah Winfrey and Tom Hanks, they have some explaining to do. Okay? That's what we're talking about. I have a video for you that it's like a bombshell for Oprah. I don't know how she comes back from this. She can't, really. She can't. It is crazy time. Let me light up this cigar. I like to enjoy a cigar during every show. And I think tonight, instead of going with whiskey, I think I'm going to go with rum and Coke. I don't know about you. I don't know. If you're catching this live, bring a drink. Bring a drink with you. It's better that way. If you're watching after the fact or listen to it after the fact, you know what? Enjoy what you like. What you like to drink. Because, man, the world's going crazy. And the people we once thought we could trust with our time, we thought when we saw them on TV or in the movies, in certain films, that we thought maybe they're going to be an okay person. Maybe that they're going to be an okay person. But no, they turn out that they're not. You know, Tom Hanks, when, it's not if, it's when the the cheese pizza hunters finally get him. That's it, man. Once you get Forrest Gump, once you get him, I think it all starts coming down. There's no saving after that. Because people trust him. Boomers trust him. It's hard to imagine. Tom Hanks? I'll save that towards the end of the show. By the way, I like to be a giver. I'm a giver, okay? I'm kind of like a giving tree. I'm feeling more generous. I want to give out $25 tonight. But to give out $25 tonight, I want to see 25 likes. I only see a handful of viewers right now. So share the link out. Let them know we're talking about Hollywood Holocaust. Let them know we're talking about Pedowood. Let them know we're talking about Oprah and Tom Hanks. And during the show, we're going to have live callers. We're going to do that. And they could say whatever they want about these Hollywood celebs. I want to see that happen. Okay? Let's see if we can make that happen. Anyway, let's get into this. Okay, so first off, why does everyone seem to love Oprah, right? Everyone seems to adore her. They love her. She has her book club, and it means so much. Oh, she's like a queen of TV, right? I mean, there's people that worship everything she says, that she can do no wrong. But let me tell you, Oprah is not a good and honest person. Oprah is definitely no saint. And that's true for a lot of people. But we need to clarify something here. Oprah is so far removed from sainthood that she's rolling around in Satan's feces with other pigs like Harvey, deformed Dick Weinstein. But how can Oprah be rolling around in Satan's feces if Oprah is still alive? Y'all might be wondering that. MrDeadman, Oprah's not dead. She's not dead. That joke bombed. No. She's dead inside. Her soul is gone. Satan has it. Satan has it. You know, anymore, sometimes I question, is there a God? Is there a God? But I'm pretty sure there is a Satan. And we're living in a time where we're seeing him live. We're seeing him thrive. By the way, I don't want to neglect the chat. What's going on, Talk to Suffer? How's it going? By the way, you got to catch these things live in the moment. Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights at 9:30. Come on, let's make it poppin'. I'm doing giveaways and stuff. Come on. All you have to do is tune in. Drama-free, and the host, guess what? Why he does drink a bit and does get drunk sometimes. I'm not sloppy. I'm not a degenerate. And I'm not into some bullshit, you know? Anyway, I'm just about having fun, having a good time, and just making jokes every now and then. Come on. I'm a product of the 90s. It's going to happen, you know? Okay. Anyway, getting back to Oprah. Oprah is dead inside. Her soul has been seized, and she's just a puppet for Satan, pushing forward one acceptance of cheese pizza lovers. And I mean that. She's pushing that. There's a clip I'm going to show you guys. I was thinking about doing Dick Masterson. If you don't know who that guy is, that's fine. That's great. You probably don't. Dick Masterson, someone who is in LA, and like everyone in Hollywood, everyone in that scene, he wanted to be an actor, but he couldn't be. So he hosts a show called The Dick Show. He did that for many years, and he's come out just like everyone who's touched by Hollywood. He's a cheese pizza enabler. The reason I bring him up is just like him, Oprah is the same way, a cheese pizza enabler. Oh, wait, someone called a bomb threat to my house last night. What? Okay, see, the swatting stuff has to stop, man. The host of this show, MrDeadman, see, I'm talking about myself in third person. I'm not about that stuff. I would never dox anybody. Why would I do that? I would never swat anybody. Why would I do that? People who do that, they are beta. They're no worse than beta. They're fucking maggots. They're maggot tier pieces of shit. That's what they are. Okay, I'm going to look at the chat here. As a fan of Tom Hanks movies, I've long since prepared to accept that he may have been involved in shitty crap. Oh, I'm sure he's seen some stuff. I'm sure he has. And we're going to talk about that here tonight. Now, of course, on the screen, if you watch it live on YouTube, you see Oprah and Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein. Oh, they were close. They were very close, very smitten, hugging, kissing. They were close. And Harvey was just raping and assaulting for like 30 years. And I will say this, it's hard for me to call it rape. Some of it was probably rape. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if it's Bill Cosby where he's drugging them, but, you know, some of it was probably rape. But if you're going to tell me that an actress going up to Harvey and he's like, hey, I can give you this deal, but you got to suck my dick. You got to do these favors for me. And she says yes. That's no longer rape in my book. Yeah, you can say she's being coerced. But also what's happening is she's selling her soul the same way a hooker would, the same way an escort does, selling their soul, selling their dignity for cash, for money. Except she's getting, these starlets that get offered these deals are getting more than just money. They're getting fame. They're getting fame. So whenever you see like Emma Watson strolling around, and the Hollywood lights, the glamour, all that. When you see them walking the red carpet, someone like Emma Watson, someone like Angelina Jolie, just know that they got there not because they are a good actor. No. Talent? Skill? What talent? What skill? They got the deal because they sucked an old fat Jewish man's dick. That's how they got the deal. But we all know about that. And it's hard for me to cry about them. I don't cry about them. It's hard for me to feel sorry for them because they made that deal. They made that deal. When you make the deal with the devil and you lose your soul, you don't get it back. You don't get it back, ladies and gentlemen. When you sign that contract with a mouthful of Harvey Weinstein's jizz in your mouth and you swallow, you don't get your soul back. That's not coming back. Poor cigar timing. I know. So, any ladies out there that watch this show, particularly this episode, that take offense to anything I said right here, am I wrong? Where am I wrong? Let me know. Am I supposed to feel sorry for them? For the ladies that willingly gave up their dignity, their soul? And there's much more pressing stuff to talk about here tonight, like the cheese pizza. That's much more pressing, right? That's much more serious and much more grave of an issue than ladies that are willing to be, that are pretty much essentially just hookers, okay? Oh, one moment. All right. Okay. So we need to talk about this. The reason I want to talk about this is because Oprah's close with Harvey, right? Oprah's close. And Oprah tries to present herself as wasn't she one of the faces of the Me Too movement? Wasn't she? I think she was, right? She was a proud supporter of it. A proud supporter. Yet, that's funny. There's images. There's people know that Oprah just pretty much, hey, here's a new young starlet, and just push him right towards Harvey. Push him right towards Harvey. Yeah, it sounds like a supporter, right? Let's take a look at some images real fast. And those listening to this on Spreaker on the podcast feed, don't worry. I'll paint a picture for you. I'll paint a picture. I mentioned Emma Watson. Yeah, Emma Watson's been been one of Harvey's gals. Let me take this off. Ah, that photo right there. It looks like he's holding her back. She's like trying to walk away, but Harvey has her arms and he's pulling back. He's pulling back like, no, you're trying to get away from me, girl. You're trying to get away. And she doesn't look happy about her situation. She looks concerned. She looks very concerned. She looks like she knows what's about to happen. Because it probably already did happen. You need these shades? I gave your mom a pair. So, you can get it from her. I'm just fucking with you. Okay. I was reacting to internet in the chat. Anyway. He's a guy who's been busting my balls for a while. And good. Every now and then I do a stream where I'm just asking for people to bust my balls. And to try to roast me. As hard as they can. As hard as they can. All right, we got some other images too. Now, I don't really know who this hoe is. Okay? I'm not going to pretend. I know she's a singer, but I don't really care about singers. I know she's a Rita Ora. Rita Ora. And in this image, you probably have already seen it before. You have Oprah just like, hey, Harvey, come over here. Come check her out. And he's pinching her arm, and she looks so squeamish. She looks so disgusted. You know, if I didn't know any better, it looks like she's trying to hold back vomit. Like she's trying to hold back vomit. Oh, yeah. Good observation. I'm hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With that haircut, it's like Harvey hitting on young Justin Bieber. You know, there might be something to that. Yeah, I don't know if Harvey is into little boys, but Harvey and Epstein, well, they mingled. Well, sorry, what am I saying here? Epstein didn't provide little boys, he provided little girls, right? What am I saying? I mean, is there any evidence so far that on Epstein's island there was little boys, or was it just all little girls? I think it was all little girls, right? Little girls. So I don't know what to tell you there. Maybe Epstein just likes Justin Bieber look. I don't know. But yeah. So you got Harvey Weinstein, who's friends with Epstein. Harvey Weinstein's friends with Oprah. So what am I saying here? What am I painting a picture of? Suspect. Oprah is definitely suspect. I mean, rumor has it that allegedly Oprah funded and operated a child pedophile ring. The Oprah Leadership Academy for Girls had a problem in the first year it started, where a female member of the school staff was accused of physically and sexually abusing students. This is real. This happened at Oprah's school, at Oprah Winfrey's school. Now, Winfrey flew to South Africa to meet with the school officials and parents. And on the face, it looked like she was trying to handle it. On the face, it looked like she was trying to disavow and control. Right? That's a smart thing to do. You definitely want to do that. Whether you're operating it or it just happened. It's just an allegation. We don't know if it's really being encouraged or not. Okay? You know, with any school, things could happen. Oopsie doopsie. One of my staff members, I didn't know that they were going to be a pedo. Maybe I didn't do the vetting correctly. Maybe they just didn't. Maybe it's their first time offense. Maybe I didn't do a very thorough background check. Whatever. It happens. It happens at your public school, happens at your Catholic school, it happens. But it's very interesting that this school seems to have a very strict policy on contact to parents. And it's an all-girls school, all little girl school. Now, in March 2007, according to this one I'm reading here, some of the parents complained. They complained about the school. And I'm not making this up. They complained about the school because they were only allowed to visit their children once a month. And the girls were allowed to use their cell phones on weekends. So I used to work at a psych facility. I don't lie about that. That happened. I used to work at a psych facility. A lockdown, crazy kids, crazy adolescents, crazy teenagers. And in those facilities, you would have to coordinate visits and do phone calls and all that. But guess what? Even those kids had more contact with their parents than the kids at this Oprah Winfrey school. Why is that? Why is that? There's not a good excuse for that. There's no good excuse for that. But apparently from the executive head of the school claimed that it was for security and maintaining school spirit. You've got to keep the parents out to maintain school spirit. What sort of satanic rituals are you performing to maintain school spirit? What sort of pedophilic satanic rituals are you conducting? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Telling you. Get the train started. It's time for a Hollywood Holocaust. I say if they are a cheese pizza enabler, and there's proof of that, don't let them off the hook. Don't let them off the hook. Build a case. We build a case on them. And let the world know what's going on. We got to do it. Because no one else will. Now, let's watch Oprah talk about cheese pizza. All right, one moment. Let me crank up the volume here. And I'm going to play something for us. Okay.
In 2019, Oprah Winfrey had a special with child abuse victims of Michael Jackson. She went on.
Okay. Now, I hope this doesn't get me flagged. At least the background music. I hope it doesn't. But we'll see what happens, okay? We'll see. And by the way, for those tuning in now, I said in the beginning of the stream, I want to hand out $25 tonight. There's someone in the chat. Some lucky person in the chat is going to get $25 tonight. If we can get the likes to 25. I want to get 25 likes right here. Okay. Let's do that. During this live show. So bring whoever you need. Tag whoever you need to tag. Anyway, let's begin.
On to explain that when done right, child abuse feels good.
So this is what so many people don't understand. A big part of the confusion and shame for child victims is that the attention and the seduction from the predator, who is probably going to be somebody you know.
Right.
In order for it to work, it has to be somebody you know.
Oh, that's already sounding bad. First of all, I don't like the background music. The background music sounds crazy. And I know why they do that. They do that to kind of increase the tension. But you don't need to do that for this. I think the material itself should be good enough. So, Alex Jones, if you produce these videos, you don't need to put the background music there, okay? Okay.
Somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody...
According to Oprah, she's seen as a god on TV, right? People wanted her to run for president. According to Oprah, getting molested feels good. Wow. I mean, to say that. To say something like that. What the hell, man? What the hell? That is a path right there. That is a path. That is a road that leads to so it's okay. That's a road that leads to so I guess it's not that bad. That's a very dangerous road right there, Oprah. And I'll play devil's advocate with certain things, but this, I don't think so. I don't think so. And how would she know that? How would she know that? Well, oh, God dang. You know why? Yeah, I hear Razor Fist is still in denial. No, and I am too a little bit. I don't know about denial, but did Jackson really diddle these kids? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Did he really stare into these kids' assholes the way they describe? I couldn't tell you. But anyway, let's play this.
Which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children. You're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis. It feels good.
I want to vomit. I haven't even started my rum and coke. I haven't even started my fucking rum and coke.
Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against.
It's trying to... So, what? Now, I haven't seen this clip all the way. I haven't seen it. Is Oprah trying to say the victim doesn't know that it's wrong because it feels good? Or is this her way to pave the pathway to lead to pedo acceptance? The cheese pizza acceptance?
The wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened.
Come on, chat. Let's be lively. Come on. Throw me some vomit emojis. Come on. Throw me some vomit emojis. I want vomits galore. Don't spam too much because apparently that gets you in trouble on YouTube. But come on. Give me some vomits. Give me some vomits here. A bukkake of vomits.
And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're...
Look at the crowd. There's a lady with platinum blonde hair that's nodding like, yes, I know this. Because she knows. There's a black woman that looks like she's falling asleep over here. Like, what the fuck am I listening to? She might be kind of based. Next to her, you have this, I don't know what the hell she is. She has this, I don't know, we'll skip her. But the guy in the middle, he has a stone face of, oh shit, do I need to get out of here?
You're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than what we discussed earlier. Then you say you were married. You had marriage vows and you have rings.
Right. So these two guys are married together? Wait. I mean, these two guys are married together, and they were both victimized by Michael Jackson. That's a little interesting. How that happened? They just happened to find each other, or did they, as they were kids, they stayed together in Wonderland and like, we're gonna marry each other? I don't know. I don't know the full story here.
Oprah legitimized
Okay, it's playing music, man. That's gonna get me flagged.
the notorious sex criminal Zhao Tashira, a.k.a. John of God, as a miraculous faith healer.
Oh, John of God. John of God. We can't let that go. Okay. Let's back up just a little bit. I'm going to have to pause this like minute by minute. And that's not going to be hard for me to do. I always have something to say. Okay. John of God is a pedo, and Oprah is close with him.
Notorious sex criminal Zhao Tashira, a.k.a. John of God, as a miraculous faith healer.
John of God, a faith healer. He is an alleged pedo.
One who could cure cancer, giving him international recognition. Zhao Tashira is
Now, if you're tuning in now wondering what the show's even about, it's Hollywood Holocaust. Tonight, we're talking about Oprah and Tom Hanks. They have some explaining to do.
now serving 19 years in prison for the rape of 4 women. He is facing
Oh, whoa. But apparently Oprah kind of looks the other way when it comes to rape, huh? We already kind of established that. This is just kind of building the case against her.
additional cases related to several sex crimes, including keeping teenage women as sex slaves in underground mines.
Well, that is a doozy of a situation, isn't it? That is a doozy of a situation. Keeping underage women, underage little girls as sex slaves. Is it by coincidence? Is it just a coincidence that Oprah is friends, hug buddies, kissing buddies with Weinstein, who is also friends with Epstein? And we know Harvey Weinstein loved to grab ass and assault and maybe rape and all that stuff. We know Epstein definitely did a bunch of underage shit going on there. And then you have this John of God fellow. Oh, God. There's a pattern here. This is not just a coincidence. For legal reasons, I have to say these are just all allegations. This is just one conspiracy theory. Okay? Don't take anything I say as fact. This stuff we're hearing, it's not true. But it's there. And it's real. I'm not making this up. There's a pattern here. Let's continue.
Forcing them to have his children and selling their babies internationally for tens of thousands of dollars.
Holy hell, John of God was forcing underage girls to have his babies and sell them out. Holy shit. Oh, God dang. Oh, man. Hey, if you've been following my Rant and Chills and the Killstream Ethan Ralph drama, maybe that's what Ethan Ralph wants to do with Faith. Get her preggers and sell that baby out. But I mean, how far is that going to go? Who really wants a baby with fetal alcohol syndrome, right? Who really wants that? Oh, God. Anyway.
Before murdering the women after about 10 years of childbirth. Oprah runs her own leadership academy for
the leadership academy that we talked about here. See, now I feel like we're just regurgitating it. But it's back in Wayfair, baby, is made. Oh, Wayfair is a whole other topic that we're going to get into one day. It's going to happen. I know that topic's kind of already passed. I didn't strike when the iron's hot, but with the Deadman's Tome podcast, got a schedule, got to adhere to. You know, when it comes, okay? All right?
For girls in Africa, a $40 million school for disadvantaged girls, where in 2000...
Disadvantaged girls in Africa. Okay. Okay. My question is, who are the advantaged girls in Africa? Is this South Africa? Or, I mean, you can't just say Africa. You have to specify.
Several children were sexually abused, and parents were only allowed to see their children once a month.
And
we talked about that.
I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened.
Oprah was very close with...
Now I feel like we're just reinforcing what I said earlier. So that way you know I'm not making this stuff up. And this was even my source. Right, I looked at the news articles myself.
With disgraced Hollywood mogul, rapist, and abuser Harvey Weinstein.
Yep.
Her Me Too documentary ignored Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Africa is pretty awesome, not as messed up as folk believe. You know, that's true. I'm sure. Okay. I'll play a little bit more and then we'll get into Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is not getting off the hook either. He has some explaining to do. But his stuff is kind of buried.
Oprah was herself a teenage prostitute. She stoked...
Oh, I totally missed that. Oprah used to be a prostitute? No wonder she doesn't care about Harvey doing the quid pro quo stuff for getting good deals, for getting a movie role. That's her life to her. Once a prostitute, always a prostitute. Once a hooker, always a hooker. Look, you can't... You might be able to marry a hooker and turn her into a housewife, maybe. But that mentality is still going to be there. What I mean by that, guys, is the understanding that you could use sex for favors. You could use sex for favors. Okay? Come on. I don't have to explain that. I think you all get that. So she sees, to her, sex for favors. To getting something. That's just expected.
Stokes the fires of racism in America. And she is a member of the Billionaire Club, or the Good Club, along with Bill Gates, George Soros.
We're gonna look at all these people, by the way. I'm gonna do these Hollywood Holocaust streams and episodes until Hollywood Holocaust comes out. There's gonna be a break, a period, because we talk about another book that's coming out later on. Of course, yeah, this is themed. The reason why it's themed like this on the Deadmanstone podcast is because the Hollywood Holocaust book that we're putting out should be out later on, hopefully by September. Okay, just waiting on the cover. I think you guys will love that book. Really, it's about celebrities getting their due, finally getting their due, and boy, oh boy, do they deserve it. I got to tell you though, I am a little disappointed. I do not have a story in that collection, in that anthology about Oprah. I don't. Still have time. The submissions have closed. But if you could write a good horror story, or maybe just some satire, and if you want to write one about Oprah, send it to me. If it's good, I might squeeze it in. And I was offering $25 a story for that. It could just be flash fiction too. It doesn't have to be 4,000 words. It could be under 2,000 words. So let me if you do that, let me throw my email in the chat here. All right, there's my email in the chat. Use that email. Don't sign me up to some bullshit, okay? If you have a story that's related about Oprah, it's a horror story, maybe satirical, but it's at her expense, send it to me there. If it's good, I'll squeeze it in, $25. Yeah, you have a good one too. Tetrimus, you have a good one. Those listening after the fact, especially on the podcast, you got to listen to it live. Anyway, let's finish up this and we can talk about Tom Hanks.
Warren Buffett, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner. The so-called Good Club meets behind closed doors and discusses plans for global depopulation.
And you know, that might sound like hyperbole, but it's not. Okay, I think we're good here. I think the gist of this video is that Oprah says child molesters make children feel good. So, wait. Let me go back. Oh, never mind. I'm good. I think the video is just covering other stuff. Okay, let's talk about Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks, shifting the gears here. Okay, Tom Hanks, man. I'm telling you, if he goes down, Hollywood goes down altogether. Tom Hanks. Because that's the guy that people are kind of like really in doubt of, right? I mean, look, I like Tom Hanks as an actor. Saving Private Ryan, come on, man. You know you like that movie. I mean, the guy was in good movies, right? Forrest Gump. Forrest fucking Gump. But if he's a pedo, or if he's a pedo enabler, then he deserves his due. And maybe he's not a pedo. But it's weird. It's really weird that during Gervais's little stand-up routine he did during, what was that, the Oscars? What was that? That Tom Hanks looked like he wasn't having it. He looked like, he's like, hoops, I need to get out of here. He was in the wrong place. It also doesn't help. Doesn't help at all. That Tom Hanks is no longer, I don't know if he's no longer an American citizen. I don't know how it is over there in Greece. I don't know if you can have dual citizenship. Some countries allow that. But he is now a Greek citizen, a legal Greek citizen. He moved to Greece. Why? Could it be that Hollywood is a cesspool? Yeah. Could it be that the whole state of California is a cesspool? Yeah, could be. Could be that. Maybe he's getting tired of the hobos and the trash and the fires and the homeless people shooting up and doing drugs right all over the place. And the government doing nothing about it. Maybe he's tired of that. Or maybe he has something to hide. Something that he's trying to, maybe something he's really hoping we don't find. What I'm going to do here, because I said this last part of the show, I'm going to open them to callers. Do you know something about Tom Hanks? What do you think about Tom Hanks? I'm going to post a link. Okay? I'm going to post a link. in the chat, and you just use that, and you hop into the Discord, and we can talk about it. Here's the link. If you hop in, though, your audio needs to work. Okay. Let me know if that link works. Sometimes Discord's funny about its links. Okay. And I changed the permissions, so it should be fine. It should be fine. Everything should work just fine. Anyway, but there is some speculation about Tom Hanks because there's some weird stuff out there. I don't know. Some of the stuff I have to say, I don't know if it's some. Let's just start with some of the weird stuff. Okay, like this was sent to me. This image here. What is it? What am I looking at here? If you're watching this on the pod or listening to this on the podcast, it is an image of looks like a child, looks like a boy with a eyes wide shut mask on. It is a cover art for a Joseph Luca. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with Joseph Luca. I don't know this song. I tried looking up the song, didn't get anything about it. I was redirected to a music video about I don't know, rehab or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. A relapse or something. I forgot what the song was called. But Tom Hanks likes this. Now, people see this and they're wondering, is there something to it? Now, I got to wonder about this one. I'm hesitant on this one. I'll tell you why. And hear me out. I grew up in the 90s, right? I'm a fan of Rammstein. Are you a fan of Rammstein? Are you familiar with Rammstein?
Rammstein.
Oh, yeah,
Rammstein
make sure.
has some few good songs.
Yeah, Rammstein had some good songs. So I grew up listening to them, right? So
Right.
at Rammstein, when you translate their lyrics, you find out what they're talking about. They had one whole album, I forgot what it was called, but it's pretty much about incest. It's about sexual degeneracy, about incest. Okay.
Yeah, they do tend to talk about some really fucked up shit.
Right? You got to keep that. You got to keep. If you can listen to it, don't even translate it, right? And don't even find out what they're singing about. But I used to be a fan of them. I still am because they put on a good show. You see their live performances. It's hard not to be like, oh fuck, dude. I mean, they're on fire when they play. Does that make me?
Right.
Does that make? Just liking that. Does that make me a cheese pizza lover, a pedo enabler? No. It's. So this is what I'm kind of worried about.
I did look up something about Greece though.
Oh yeah, okay. What do you find?
They list being a pedophile as a disability.
Oh wow, that's
now
interesting.
Doesn't that kind of interesting that he moves there?
Yeah, so now he could claim it as a disability. Oh, by the way, right down in the chat we got what would you say your name, Tim? Is that fine?
Tim. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
We got Tim. We got Tim on the call right now. So yeah, that's right. They have pedophilia listed as a disability over there in Greece. So how do y'all feel about that? Is there a connection there?
That's true. And here's a question: does Greece government expedite? Is that the right word?
Expedite. Yeah. That's the word. That's the word you're looking
So
for.
if he becomes a Greek citizen and they want to charge him over here in the U.S., would the Greek government give him up?
Ooh, that is a good question. That is.
Yeah. See. The question is, did he renounce his citizenship to the U.S. or does he have dual citizenship?
Yeah, that's the other thing I wonder. See,
Did he pull a what do you call that? Who did Rosemary's Baby?
Ah, shit. His name escapes me right now.
Yeah, But he got caught at
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's house
Yeah,
with a
the famous
year-old.
guy.
And
God, what is his name? Is skipping right now. Come on, everybody knows that dude's name.
yeah.
Polanski, right?
Roman Polanski.
Okay.
Yeah, but he hid out in, I think I don't know what part of Europe for years. And then they finally got him at some award show, and they let him go because the victim didn't want to press charges.
Yeah, I heard about
So
that.
I'm kind of wondering if he's actually guilty of something. Is he trying to pull a Roman Polanski before they can even accuse him of something?
That is interesting. Some other images that someone sent. So apparently, Tom Hanks found some shoes. He took pictures of what looks like a girl's shoe that was found in the sea. Could he just have found this? I mean, what is this? Was just an Instagram photo. It looks like something he found.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Is that supposed to be one of his victims? I mean, what is this supposed to be? And then another one is just another shoe.
I don't know.
Yeah, another shoe, lost in Disneyland, but turned in lost and found. A silver
Now
boot. He's gonna find.
you were mentioning Hollywood, but did you ever mention something blatantly in front of everybody that everybody should know? Is Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham. I haven't talked about her yet.
She wrote a biography where she admitted on the biography that she used to fondle her sister.
Yeah, I do know that. I know about her a little bit.
Everybody. See, that's like right in front, but everybody kind of like forgets. But that was like openly admitted. Or one of the women that actually originally came out against Harvey Weinstein is actually banging a 17-year-old.
Right. What was her name? I did a video on her too. Shit. I mean, it's all out there. It's very open. It's open. It's in your face.
Yeah.
Look at the irony of that. The people that came out, the hashtag Me Too, were Me Tooing at the same time. People who live in glass houses should be.
Turns out they're just as disgusting.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They're degenerate. They're full of sin, man. They're no good.
They point the finger, but deep behind closed doors, they're just as disgusting.
Yep. That might be how they know how to identify people so easily, because they know what to look for. That could be it. Now, there's this photo. I don't know what's going on here. What is this? This is looks like it's, I guess that's Instagram. I'm going to tell you. But it's Tom Hanks. There's a kid with him, and he's face down in pizza. He looks like he's passed out. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if he roofied him. I don't know if he is pulling a Cosby. I couldn't tell you.
What about Patton Oswalt?
Oh, did he murder his wife?
No, Patton Oswalt, the guy that was on that show King of Queens, and he's a stand-up comic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's one of those he made a tweet about being a quote-unquote proud pedophile.
Oh, shit. You know what? I think I remember that. I definitely... Let's pull up that tweet. Let me find that.
I actually tweeted him back and actually called him out on it, and I found a picture of him with a kid, and I sent that as a tweet too.
I mean, these people are so blatant with this shit.
Yeah.
These people just do not care.
That guy is a virtue signaling machine. Everything he tweets is about progressive this and progressive that. Fuck him. He can go to hell.
Right? I totally agree. And you know what? He kind of has that face. Patton Oswalt does. He kind of has that face.
Meant for punching?
For punching, and I don't know. There's a certain face that it just seems like, you seem like you might be a pedo. I don't know. I don't know there's a full-on science behind it. I don't want to go there just yet because, it's kind of like, oh, you look it.
But
are you it?
Another thing I hate about him is that he was making fun of people who want to go back to work, and he's like worth $114 million.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Well, to them, the world is it's a totally different world, right? They have money. They don't
Right,
have to.
right.
They don't have to work hard for
Yeah.
money.
So if they have to stay home, they're fine. That's another, but that's like not beside. That's beside the point. I just want to point that out. That's another reason why I hate him. Because he makes fun of people who want to work, and then he can't. He doesn't have to work. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's a tweet right there on the screen. Patton Oswalt, the angry at tweets from my Hammer Toad followers. Open my eyes. Pedophobe. Shaming hurts. I'm a proud pedophile. And some people say, "Oh, he's just joking. He's just joking." And you know who else makes a bad joke like that? Dick Masterson. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Well,
Sing
I got
lots.
that too. I got somebody goes, "You do know he's kidding, right?" And I go, "Well, Kevin Hart made a gay joke, and he loses an hosting an award show.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your point?"
But Patton Oswalt is okay. Look at that. Got time for another caller if someone else wants to hop in, if that link still works. Let me know if that link still works. Click it. If it doesn't work, then and I'll put another
Oh,
one.
you want me to bow out?
No. You stay in. I want to see if the link works. Someone else. Click the link if you have Discord.
Right.
Hop in. If not, then that's okay. We can still banter too. It's fine. And how are we doing on the likes so far? How are we doing on the likes?
I don't know.
We're at
I'll
12.
check
We're
it,
at
like,
12.
so-
Now 25. I'm looking for 25 likes. That's when we hand out the $25, guys. I could be a generous guy.
Come on, y'all. 25 likes all up in this bitch.
I'm the failed AM DJ coming at you live. Look at that.
Coming at you live from the Will of Despair, which is my life.
Yes. But you know, as bad as my life is, at least I know I'm not part of this Hollywood trash. God dang.
Yeah.
So, what's gonna happen? What do you think will happen when they finally break the case on Tom Hanks?
I have no idea. Did anybody at all interview that volleyball? It has to know something.
Yeah.
Come on,
Ooh, man.
get a hold of Wilson.
You think he fucked it? You think he diddled the volleyball? He diddled Wilson?
I'm imagining it like this. They ask the volleyball a question. He just stands there because it's a volleyball. And they
That's
go,
good. That's good.
shocking.
Now I'm wondering because if he moved to Greece because he's afraid and he's trying to run from something, then there's something right now that he's very worried about. And could that be Epstein's chick, Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell? Could it be her?
Is she still alive?
She's still alive, from what I understand. Does she know something?
I don't know. I feel it's interesting that if he's guilty of anything, which I've never heard any accusations against him, but if he's gone to Greece where it's considered a disability, and there are rumors of him being, well, a pedophile, that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. You know, I wonder. Rumor has it he'd been to Epstein's island. Some people say no, that's not true. That's not true. Okay, we'll see what. I mean, he's scared. He's scared of something. Something's coming down the pipeline here. It's coming down the pipe, right? Is that the expression, coming down the pipe? I don't know.
Maybe. You tell me. It's your show.
Let's see. Oh, someone mentioned, was the Tom Hanks, Oprah, and Gayle King photo shown yet? No, not. I don't. I have. Wait, do I have that? I don't think. Oh no, I don't have that photo here. What's going on in that photo? Gail
I haven't
King.
seen that photo.
Ooh, okay. What secrets does Gail King have?
I don't even know who Gail King is.
Right? Let's see. Gail King. Gail King defends herself for discussing Kobe Bryant's rape. Oh, wait. Was she the one? Was she the one who tried to say that Kobe raped her?
Probably. There was once upon a time an accusation made like that.
I, U.S. TV personality and author Gail King has said she is angry that her to promote a clip asking for basketballs. I don't know. I'm not up to date on the Gail King.
You know what?
Goss.
You should get as a guest.
Who?
You should totally get, and he actually has opinions on this. Sleazy P Martini on your show.
Okay, I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up for the next
You should
Hollywood Holocaust episode, and we'll plan it.
Yeah.
Plan it out.
He would totally have opinions on that.
That'd be good. That'd be good to have.
He's got a YouTube channel.
Okay, I'll hit him up. Is it Sleazy P Martini?
Sleazy P Martini. Come on, that'd be your first big guest on your show.
All right, I'll hit him up. But yeah,
Totally.
there's one other tweet. I don't know if this is real, guys. I don't know. This could be fake. Totally fake. According to this tweet by Sarah Ruth Ashcroft, claims this is me at 13, the age I was when Tom Hanks purchased me from my father for sex as a dissociated, mind-controlled doll. I wonder how much he paid. I wonder how much money my father made for breaking my mind and selling my child body throughout my life. Will I ever get to know? Now, I don't know if that's true. That could just be fake. I have no idea. What is that? Who is this?
Is it likely somebody would actually tweet that out loud?
I mean, it's a real tweet, but I don't know if the tweet is authentic.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell which is real and which isn't in Hollywood. It seems like from an outsider perspective.
You know, immediately when you search that, it's be like Politico's be like, it's not true, but you can't always trust that. You can't trust that at all. I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that shit.
I don't.
Gail
I don't
King
know
is
anymore.
Oprah's longtime lesbian lover. Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense. Hey, this is coming. You know, the picture is it's becoming more colored here. It's becoming clearer. Like,
Well, there's always been some kind of sexual abnormality in Hollywood for a long time. I mean, think about like what was her name? Angelina Jolie, wasn't she? Didn't she have a relationship with her brother for a brief time?
yeah, I believe she did. I mean, that's what I heard. But it makes sense. Gail King is
I mean,
Oprah's
was it-
longtime lesbian lover. Oprah Winfrey has a school for all girls, and there were some sexual allegations there. The girls aren't allowed to contact their parents except for on weekends. Not allowed to see their parents except for on once a month. Maybe when they're on the flow. Assuming these girls are at least have reached puberty, you know. God damn. It's dirty. It's dirty. And then you have Oprah saying that, you know, a molester makes a child feels good. It's, I don't know. You know, you make up your opinion about this stuff, okay? You form your own thoughts about this.
Makes you wonder, like was R. Kelly like a customer of this kind of Hollywood thing? You remember the accusations against R. Kelly, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure those are real too. And the thing with R. Kelly is people will sell their kids. People will ship their kids off to him. To people like him. Like, They'll do that for fame. They'll do that for money. They'll do that. What is the price of your?
Well, I mean,
product?
once that stuff surfaced, it kind of didn't it kind of end his career.
Mm-hmm. It did. It did. So, and right now, I think it's because of I think it's maybe because of COVID. Hollywood's kind of shut down, right? And
Right.
people are becoming more aware, more so than ever, of the dirty laundry that's been there this whole time. The stagnant, dirty water that people haven't really been talking about. You know, it's there.
Oh, it's so funny watching Hollywood celebrities kind of break down because they can't handle it.
Mm-hmm. You
I,
know,
I laughed. I laughed pretty hard when Madonna was in her bathtub going, "We're all in it together."
yes,
Nah,
yes,
bitch, you'll
no,
be fine. I have to work.
right? Yeah, we're not in this together. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Some have it better than others.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're coming towards the end of the show here. If you like this, press the like button, share, and make sure you subscribe. Okay. This Friday, we have a very special episode. It's a Lovecraft challenge. We're gonna have 4 contestants compete for I think it's $50. Compete for $50 and more money.